Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Crypto Vet coming at you with a video update on the 8-minute trader and my FTMO challenge. Before I hop into the video, I'm gonna pop in a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a random guy on YouTube. This is strictly for education and entertainment purposes only. All right, so with that out of the way, let's hop right into the video. Last week was a little bit of an interesting week in the market. We had some days where we had a lot of red folder events last week, just in general. But there was some days in the market where typically when US 30 opens, it makes a pretty significant move in one direction or the other. But last week, I don't know what was going on, but when the market opened, the the needle kind of just sat there and it didn't really make a decision. It was very indecisive, and that's not very typical of what we've seen in the past during these market opens. So it made last week trading a little challenging, to say the least. Today was a little bit more clear. We've changed up the trading strategy as a whole now. For those of you guys who aren't official members of the 8-minute trader and don't have access to the calls in the morning, um, in prior, when it used to be free, you could see the red line for the sell zone, the solid green line for the buy zone, and in between you'd have a green dotted line for the entry and a red dotted line for the entry on a sell, or for the zones, I should say. And now, because the market has been the way that it is, if it reaches to a solid line and it stays in between the zone and it takes a bounce in the opposite direction, we may enter the opposite trade. So if it goes down, touches the sell zone, red solid line, and it rejects and it goes on the way up, we may enter into a buy from that sell zone and vice versa from the buy zone. So our strategy has changed up just a little bit with that. That's a new twist that they've added to the morning trading session calls. And last week, I'm going to share my screen with my FTMO so you guys can see. And by the title of this video, you guys probably already know that I am kind of exactly where I started the challenge. And we only have a couple of days left of trading here. But as you can see, this is probably one of my worst days last week. We lost almost 3 grand just on this one day of trading, or well, this is over a couple of days of trading. This is on the 27th here. We got all the way down to close to 97,000. We didn't have the greatest, well, I should say me personally, I didn't have the greatest opens last week just because of the way the market's been. But we're starting to turn around this week, as you could see. You know, we had a little bit of ups and downs right here, but we are on our way up. So it's going to be interesting to see. I believe I just have to increase my lot size, really. That's the only thing that I can do at this point, unless I just start trading full out alerts, every single alert. But I don't want to just dive into an alert blindly. I'll be using the training that we've been given here. But as you can see, I'm just going to go down some of my stats. You can see I have until the 7th of October to complete the challenge. Let's see here. Today's profits was $748. And as you can see here, all 3 of these columns are passed, except for this final one, which is, of course, the target profit of 10%. So we're down 693 bucks. This will be a comeback story for the books if we can get it, though. So right now, equity sitting at 99,306 and 89 cents. And the reason why I say I just need to increase my lot size is, you can see here, my win rate is actually greater than my losing rate for the trades that I've been taking. But when I do win, I guess I'm just not staying in the trades as long as I should be, or my lot size isn't as high as it should be. On the market open calls, there are people who typically they aim for 1 to 3%, but there's people who will go out and say that they've been getting 5%, 6%, even sometimes 10% on their account. And I do think that they are over leveraging, especially folks who are saying that they're getting 10% plus on their account. That's just a little bit too risky for me. And, I'm going to have to up my lot size this final week just because I'm in a crunch for time. Typically, I would not do that. But we're going to see, because I have been averaging maybe 0.05, 0.07, right around there for my win percentage during the market opens when I do win. And, seeing high numbers like $700, those are typical for the wins versus the losses that I have taken in the past are pretty significant, because I do try to hold on for a reversal. And a lot of times that's when it's kind of counterintuitive, because I'll go in really heavy, confident, maybe with like 3 or 4 positions, and those 3 or 4 positions kind of turn on me. So that's why I'm really hesitant on getting in with so many positions heavy. But it seems like the days that I don't go in super heavy are the days that we win, and the days that I do go in super heavy are the days that it takes a turn on me. But that's just trading psychology. And so I've got to get better with that. So hopefully I'm gonna go in heavy tomorrow. We're gonna see based off of what the market gives us. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are generally the better days for trading. However, today, US 30 is on a bullish run. And let's see here. If I could share my screen just so you guys can get a look and see what I'm looking at here with my chart. Let's share that. All right. So we have US 30. This is on the 1 minute. I'm going to zoom out here first at the four hours so you guys can see. Get rid of this ad. All right, so I've got my zones here. This is today. As you can see, we started below one of my major zones here for the 4 hour, but right close to the open, we were right in this box, and it shot up, and it's just been on an upward trajectory ever since. So I probably could have stayed in the trade from this morning and continued holding, which I did enter 2 positions, but I secured profit when I felt like it was a opposite engulfing color candle on the chart. So it is what it is. And I had a trailing stop. So right now on my 1 hour, this is a separate indicator. Some folks have been asking me about this. And this is an indicator that I got as part of trading options with a different company before. And I keep it on my chart because it's helpful with the support and resistance zones, as well as the volume down here. Blue dots means that there's heavy volume for these given candles. So as you can see right here, we busted through this support around 10 o'clock this morning, and it's been bullish ever since. And we recently actually just broke a previous high over here to the left, as you could see. And we're continuing on an upward motion. I'm curious to see what's going to happen once we touch this resistance zone, if it's going to reject or if it's going to continue to be bullish. So we will see what happens with that. And just stay tuned to see how this FTMO journey is going to come to an end, if we are going to pass the challenge by the 7th of October, or if it was just a fail. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So if you want to see how that finishes out and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification to be notified when I do post new content. And make sure you like and comment on this video. Let me know what kind of content you guys are wanting to see. If you have any questions for me. And then, yeah, that's all I have for today. I'll be updating you probably daily this week, just because it's my final week of FTMO. So you guys can see where I'm at with my journey on that, if we're going to even make it to the end of the week, or if I blow the 10% threshold. So with that, you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a great trading week, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks.